Hello and welcome to this week's Indie Showcase. This week we're playing a demo of a game called Slay the Princess. This is developed by Black Tabby Games and this has been on my radar for quite a little while now. We played Scarlet Hollow on Indie Showcase previously, and this is the same developers, and if you watched Scarlet Hollow, you would know that I absolutely loved that. I actually ended up buying it, and I intend on doing a full playthrough at some point. And now I know that I need to try out their other game because it seems like it's gonna be really cool. I feel like I'm way too confident going into this because this is also a horror, a horror visual novel game, but I imagine it's gonna be a little bit different to Scarlet Hollow, so we're gonna jump in and see what it is like. It's been getting some more popularity lately, which is always really nice to see. I love seeing a game do well in its like marketing and creating buzz and stuff, so let's begin. Slay the Princess. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, on a path in the woods. So first of all, I have to apologise for how I sound. I haven't been very well. So if I end up, muddling up words and sounding awful, I do apologise for that. And if I get a little bit lost, but I'm very grateful there's a narrator. I always love to hear that. Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Seems like a big deal. End of the world. Oh, okay. So, whoa. We seem to have a lot of options here. Is this gonna be like, I believe in Scarlet Hollow, was it like this where if the explore ones like don't move you on to the next thing or something, and then these ones will move you on to the next, move the story on? That might have been a different game actually, I don't remember super, but that is definitely a thing in some games. The end of the world, what are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? So first of all, who is this narrator? Do we trust them? Who is this princess? Like, why? What is ending the world? There's so many questions. Do I just have to trust? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Maybe I'll just start at the top. The end of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Most problematically of all, I think it's more sad that the birds and the trees are gone, to be fair. The world will survive if the trees stay, but it'll probably survive alright without people. Okay, end of all things. That's pretty bad. It is pretty bad, I can't deny. How can a princess locked away in the basement end the world? She a witch or something?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
The way that was delivered, don't linger on the specifics, makes me think there is no answer to that question, which makes me think she's not actually going to end the world and I'm being lied to. I don't trust this narrator. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. So I'm a hero, right? Or am I a villain, though? Do you have any evidence, please? I am a detective and I require evidence.
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
I might have just been getting in my 10,000 steps. I might have just been taking in the scenery, getting some fresh air, watching the birds, exploring. Doesn't mean that I was going to murder someone. Not everything has to end in murder. Okay, have you ever considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Why, because the world's going to end?
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
I mean, it can also be like a compounding effect. Is that the right word? Being locked up is going to make anything more dangerous.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
I'm not sure what pragmatic means, but go on.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
If the princess leaves the cabin, so why don't we just lock it up more? You know, we can like put some boards and nails on the door. It should be fine.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Danger egg.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
I'm an executioner. Okay. Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress?
These are all bad.
If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Are you an anti-monarchist, judging people by because they're a princess then they must die? Is that what... I don't even know what anti-monarchist means. I don't even know what monarchist means. Well, I disagree with your morals, narrator. Can't someone else do this?
Oh, if only that were the case. But I don't make the rules.
Are you sure? Because sometimes narrators can bend the rules.
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
Why am I the only one?
Like I said, I don't make the rules.
Oh, because it's a story?
No matter how much I wish I did.
Okay. I guess if you could make the rules, you wouldn't make a princess that was going to end the world. Forget that I'm not doing this. Have you maybe considered... I'm okay with the world ending.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Okay.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
I mean, I must have some evil in me if I've been hired to be an assassin. Oh, okay, we're getting to the end of the explore. Yeah, explore definitely means explore this scene that we're in right now and don't move on to the next one. And then these are like solid choices. We might only get to choose one of these. In fact, one of any of these. Forget it. I'm not doing this.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
Oh. Okay. We could turn around and leave. Is this like some sort of Stanley Parable situation? So, right, our options. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. And if she's bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. I like this. This seems reasonable, what a reasonable person might do. But it also leaves us very open to being seduced. Okay, fine, I'll go to the cabin. Okay, I'm sold. Let's get this over with. Let's get to the murder. Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Silently continue, turn around and leave. I feel like this kind of game, right? What I think I know about this game is I think it's you repeat the process potentially in a time loopy kind of way, but I'm not exactly sure. And I feel like I can just imagine you go through all these options and by the end you are just silently walking to the cabin every time because you're like, well, I've been defeated so many times already, I don't have no more words. Let's do this long one. Maybe. I am not making any commitments. That's me with anything.
I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web.
What if it's truths?
And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
What if she's some sort of magical, like, truth teller? Like, where... not a truth teller, magical liar, where she can, like, put you under a spell where you believe everything she says?
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
What if she's like a Kilgrave type of character?
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
And anything she says you do, you know? Could be that. I'm creating so many...
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
pretend things.
You'll find the princess within.
Awesome. Well, there's the cabin on the top of a hill. Okay. Top of a hill is like a good defensible position. What is... This tree looks like it has fingers. That looks like a hand. I was like, why is there someone hiding in the tree?
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess.
Oh, is
We're
that me?
supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
That's me, the voice of the hero.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, I like this, the argument of these narrations. It's like psychological confusion. Proceed into the cabin. No turning back now.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
I see it. A dagger. To stab into an innocent princess's heart?
The blade is your implement.
Savage.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
So we can enter without taking the blade, or we can enter... Is this the kind of game where you go back and just like choose every variation of the different options? Because I actually really enjoyed doing that. Like we'll try doing all the things at the start where like we can just leave, we can try going in without a weapon, we can try going in with the blade, and I'm sure potentially, I don't know, but as we learn things, then maybe we'll have new dialogue at the beginning when we approach the cabin again, so we can talk to the narrator some more. I don't know. Unless the gameplay is that she's very hard to kill, and like we're gonna have to try and come in more prepared. Okay, let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Okay. Yeah, what if we went in without it? What were we gonna do? Strangle her? Okay, enter the basement. There is nothing left to do here. The basement must be in the
The door
hill.
to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Don't poison my thoughts. You're trying to put words in my head, like you're planting seeds. I don't buy that.
Her voice
Oh,
carries
look at
up the
my
stairs.
cursor. It's got the blade. Oh, that's cool. So the hand that we saw before was our hand. We had like pointy fingernails. That's not what heroes would do. Would they? That's more like a witch, like a villain. We're a villain. Her voice carries. I wonder if she's voiced. She must be.
Who's there?
Oh, I love how voiced this game is. It's a me!
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Oh, so this is my character having unbiased thoughts compared to the narrator's completely manipulative feeling thoughts. Okay.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I don't buy it, narrator. Hi! Just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Continue down the stairs. Is it basically... Right, this is what I was trying to think of. It's kind of, on one hand, text adventure-y. I haven't played many, but you might know what I mean by that. And it's also kind of like dialogue boss battle-ish. Potentially. That's what I'm hoping for. So you've got to find like different strings of text to result in different actions. That's what I'm hoping for. I love that kind of thing. I'm gonna just continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
Oh, am I being... I'm doing exactly what the narrator wants. Oh. I feel like I should rebel.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Don't
There's a
look.
heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
I mean, that's a long chain. I'm sure she can still reach us. Let's just not get too cozy here.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
Coldly beautiful.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Well, now that you mention it, maybe just a little bit, you know? Okay. No way, why would you even think that? You caught me. I don't know how you say this. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk, steal your nerves, and step forward. I'm gonna say I haven't decided yet. Yeah, I like that. Or, you've caught me. I'm here to slay you. I like that as well, but... No, I'm undecided. This is the truth.
How about you drop the knife, and the two of us just... talk?
Why would I drop the knife? No. No, I see how long that chain is.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Okay, wait, this is the hero, yeah. After we talk to her. Yeah. I'm too heroic to kill someone in cold blood. It's just not in my hero veins. Tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Lady, I'm trying to find your innocence here. Don't give me a reason to get stabby now.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
No, don't step forward. Use your words.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
She can fight. She's gonna disarm the heck out of us and stab the heck out of us.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Oh my god, okay. I feel like she's less and less innocent with every word that comes out of her mouth. Also, like, I'm very actually wary because I feel like a chain, while it's like supposed to be a prison thing, it can also just be a weapon in the right hands, you know? Oh, we're getting murdered, aren't we?
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing.
What if, though? What if she is some sort of prisoner in a time loop, right? And she, like, it's just as much of a thing for her as it is for us, and she has to try different tactics to try and stop getting murdered. Because every time she gets murdered, the time loop starts again. You'd get really good at acting, wouldn't you? I don't know, but this is a really cool concept.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Why would it be too late? What's the difference between now and in a few moments? When is she gonna be armed? Except for when she takes our knife. No, let's explore. We're hesitating, but I need to know. What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? I'm sorry, can we just talk? Let's do, are you sure she's not armed?
I'm positive.
Where?
I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Oh, she's totally got a weapon under that dress, hasn't she? She's got like a holster on her leg or something.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Probably not even a holster. Like, think of, you know, like a merchant. Is there Resident Evil 4 one like this? Or someone, when they open their jacket and it's just absolutely full of stuff? I bet that the entire underneath of her dress is just lined with, like, weapons of all varieties. That's quite cool. I kind of like that idea. Oh, is that all we get to... Oh, we only get one thought in our hesitation. I'm not dropping the knife. I'm still being... Like, you can be civilized while you're, like, chopping tomatoes or something. And that's holding a knife. Slay the princess, drop the blade. I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Well, then I'll slay you then. Oh, but I'm a bit scared. I guess we're at an impasse. Squint at the princess while holding onto the blade. Drop the blade. I'm gonna squint. By squint, does it mean... Right, we could look really, like, gormless and, like, we can't see very well. Or we could be, like, giving her, like, a mucky look. Let's just squint.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back.
Staring contest.
The two of you are going to do this forever, aren't you?
Maybe. Wait, the voice of the hero isn't us. The two of you are gonna do this forever. Who is the voice of the hero then? I'm squinting harder.
Squint even harder.
Achievement unlocked staring contest.
So does she.
We can't back down now. Wait, this is a horror game. I'm not staring.
At least nobody's dying right now.
No one's dying because we're just engaged in this combat of the eyes.
You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
Who says so? Oh no! I feel like I'm conceding. I'm slaying.
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck.
The sleeve. Oh, so she is armed.
Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red.
Right in the artery.
Better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
What sleeve? These little sleeves here? Look at her teeth. She's got, like, animal teeth. Like, they're all canines. She's so happy about it. Die or finish the job. This is gonna be worse if, like, we might as well, right? She's now killed us. I know it was self-defense, but, you know, a stab for a stab.
With the last
Oh,
bit
I
of
did
your
it.
will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's
Oh,
heart.
now look at my cursor. The bloody knife. Oh, it's cool. Well, she's dropping her knife. That was, like, almost right in the cleavage. Poor lass.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
The two of you collapse
she's
on the floor
smiling.
together, rapidly bleeding out.
I'm trying to remember. So an artery and a vein, one of them squirts and one of them pours. I'm just trying to remember. The artery... goes away from the heart, so the artery is the one that squirts. I think. Yeah. Oh, look at this image. She's way too happy about this.
Somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
I guess not. I did ruin your dress.
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words. But you don't have the time to worry over such things. Everything goes black, and you die.
I just got an achievement. The real Slay the Princess starts here. Okay, well, we're dead. She looked like she was dying. Like, our expression changed at the end there. Maybe we died first. Chapter 2, The Razor.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin.
This is cool.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
So, we slayed her, so it wasn't the end of the world. We did die. It was the end of our world. We should try not killing her. See if the world ends. Terrible sense of deja vu. Hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. I died, what am I doing? She's gonna kill me again. I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first
He's
time.
not in on it. Or maybe he is, but...
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
So, okay, the voice of the hero... Okay, hold on, I'm having too many thoughts fast here. Okay, first of all, look at our cursor now. It changes every time we've got a weapon in our hand, right? And when things change. So this is our hand. Why do we have a claw? We're not even a witch. We're like a troll or something. We're a beast. Huh. She didn't remark on that though. Okay. So if he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. So we have the hero with us, who is going through the story with us, and then we have the narrator, who we're probably going to, maybe the roles are going to reverse and we're going to end up manipulating him to say something what he doesn't mean to say. That would be cool.
Are we sure we don't want to turn around and hightail it out of here? I really don't want to be stabbed to death again.
Voice of the flinching. Are these the aspects of our personality? We have the hero part of us who, you know, that was our first like introduction to ourselves as a hero. Usually we slay things and save princesses. And now that we've been killed, we're like, oh no, we're gonna die.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
I call a bit of bullshit here.
But that's exactly what you told us last time.
Shush,
As soon
flinching.
as we tried to slay her, she just started stabbing us to death. Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her.
You're a liar.
You're made for this job. You'll do just fine.
You're an actual liar. We did exactly what you told us to do. And she certainly was armed. Okay, let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't
I did listen to you. I did exactly what you told me. Motherfucker, don't blame me. He's trying to gaslight me. Is that even what gaslighting is?
We did exactly what you said.
Yeah.
Sounds to me like you probably had some kind of elaborate nightmare. In which case, I shouldn't be held accountable for what supposedly happened. But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Ooh, they totally did.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
So I did also get an achievement that said something about manifesting a gun. So I wonder if when we go back, there's gonna be the option of the knife and the gun now. Because I didn't understand, it just kind of cropped up in the middle of a conversation, so that's why I didn't read it out loud. Because obviously achievements only stay on the screen for a little short amount of time. But yeah, it said something about manifesting a gun. So I imagine maybe we're gonna manifest the gun to solve the problem of getting stabbed, so we can do it ranged. Potentially. Okay. And that's the consequence, that we know that things have changed now. This time there's a gun. Maybe.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Maybe it's just a version of the many universes or whatever. This is a complete no, it's not really a butterfly effect if things change from the starting point. Good question, narrator. Good question.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Dead. End of all things.
Who cares what happened to everyone else? We should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here. You do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else. She just caught us by surprise last time. She can't do that twice. So long as we're careful, we can win this.
I'm sure we're not going to be surprised again.
That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Right. Oh, let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Tell me things. So we killed each other last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again? All she did last time around was stab me to death. How can someone like that end the world? Who locked her in the basement? What is this place? Yeah, I like that.
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Okay. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? That's a good question. She's unarmed, innocent little princess girl. Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special.
It's a prophecy. We are special. Okay. Maybe flattery will get you somewhere.
Of course you're special.
Oh no.
Why else would you be here?
I don't buy this. You can't say it twice. That's it. Not true.
Being special didn't stop us from getting killed last time.
We did come back though. That's pretty special. Wouldn't you say? You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail will just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Ooh. Make my job more difficult because she doesn't deserve to die? She kind of is terrifying though. So he's very, very insistent on not overcomplicating things.
You didn't tell us about her knife last time though.
Yeah.
That's because she's unarmed. And more than that, it's because there wasn't a last time.
I wonder if... Did she get the... Is she always now going to have the knife? Did she get the knife because we chose the knife? Is what we choose affecting... Like, if we get the gun, is she going to have a gun? And are we going to have a a jewel, a cowboy jewel. I can't remember what they're called. Oh my god. Since this is time sensitive, I wonder if the world's just gonna end if I take too long. Okay, let's ask all of these. She stabbed me. How can someone like that end the world?
She just can. But she's still only a princess. You're fully up to the task you've been given, so long as you remember that.
Do you think she's a princess demon? She's like, princess is just a title, but she's something, right? She has those spiky teeth. But she has those spiky teeth. We have this hooked nail. Who knows what kind of world we're in? Although, he did talk about people, and did he say humans? He said birds, trees. I think he maybe said people as opposed to humans. We killed each other last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen.
I did!
Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
He did say, don't talk to her. Yeah, okay. Fine.
And don't get stabbed. Please?
We could just go in and stab her without talking to her and see what happens.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Okay. We can also leave. I'm very curious. I mean, it's probably going to start the loop again. Because the end of all things, but I would like
warning
confirmation.
Before you go any further.
What?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I mean, it's only natural if you're going to get murdered.
No, we can't go in there. Do either of you feel sick? Because I feel sick just thinking about that place. We're going to die again, and I bet it's going to hurt.
Can we leave the voice of the flinching out here? Because as soon as she gets a sense of that, she is going to use that to her advantage.
It's good to be careful, but you're really not helping with all that talk about death and dying.
And I mean, it's not that bad if we know that we're going to come back. Might as well experience all the ways of dying, you know?
Agreed. Just ignore that clown and stay focused.
Don't you call my flinching a clown. They're gonna save us one day, I'm sure of it. Let's go in. I love this. This is amazing. This is so very my shit.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
This has changed. It wasn't all wrecked like this before. The door is open. There is no gun. There is still a knife, but why is the door open? There's a mirror here.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I think this time we just march in without talking to her and stab her. That way the narrator can never say to us again, you didn't do what I asked. I think that's what we do. Or we can approach the mirror and see what the hell we are, because I don't think we're human. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. The whole cabin is different. Let's just approach the mirror. I want to ask about the cabin being different, but...
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
He's describing something else.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
This is like the narrator's like automated. Let's wipe it.
You reach
See,
forward,
there's my hand.
rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look.
We're just stroking the walls. He's seeing something different to us. Is the princess in our head? I also got an achievement about who am I or something.
There was a mirror a second ago.
No!
Now it's gone. For the love of everything, can we just get this over with already? All this waiting is killing me.
Oh, I was so ready. You saw our arm. Oh. At least we can still mention.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Let's take the blade again.
You take the
I'm not
blade
talking
from the
to
table.
her.
It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Okay. Okay. Holding it feels a little better. Maybe we can make it through this.
That's a bad instinct. Do you know what happens when you bring a knife to a fight? You're just as likely to get stabbed as you are to stab anyone else, because using a knife is hard, and it's very easy to lose control of it. Never take a knife to a fight. You will get stabbed. Right, we're not talking to her. We're just going straight in and stabbing.
The door to the basement
There's no
creaks open,
stairs.
revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall.
What has happened down here? What if she's not on the chain anymore?
The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
That's like what he said last time. Except the rest is so much worse.
That's right! Scraping! I told you she has something! I told you!
Could just be the chain.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head.
Or it could be like a battle axe.
Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
Oh, this is cool.
There's something wrong with that voice. I can hear her bloodlust. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
This is different. Is she the same? I think so. Like the same dress. It's got those little sleeves. Although this is a different room. I don't trust that this chain is actually attached, you know? I'm a bit scared. Sharp eyes.
I wonder if she remembers us.
I think maybe.
Finally, somebody, quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
We're not falling for it. She's tricking us. Can't you hear that threatening edge to her voice? She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down. Then it'll all happen again.
Can we throw the knife?
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What if we just were not supposed to be armed, and then we just rescue her?
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
What if the aim of the game Slay the Princess is to rescue the princess? Oh, bastard. Well, I knew she wasn't attached. To be continued. The razor? Did she pull that out of her arm skin? Thank you for playing. There's 10 routes and 1 ending to find in the demo and many more ways to die. This is so good. One more content. Episodes 1 to 4 of Scarlet Hollow are out now as well, which is awesome. I do recommend going back and watching. I did episode 1 of Scarlet Hollow. It was great. Oh god, this is so good. I want to do more. But I also kind of want to save it. Because I think this is also another game I would just like to play the full game of. And when I know that I want to play a full game, I'm not super interested in getting the most out of the demo. So there's 10 routes and 1 ending. We've done 2 routes, right? And died twice. I wonder what the ending is, but I don't think I wonder enough to spoil it. I think I'm gonna save it. Yeah. Alright, we'll end it here then. Hold on, let's see what happens when we continue. Credits. Awesome. So, that was so good. Like, I find the writing very endearing as well. Like, sometimes like chattiness, which sounds counterproductive to somebody who likes narrative-based games, but sometimes chattiness can get a bit annoying just based on how it's written. But this was great. It was written so good. Oh, I think I might need to click this to get it to keep going. Like, I feel like the writing was so well written. I just wanted more of it, and it probably also helps the voice acting. It just makes it so much more pleasant to play, especially when it comes to recording. So let's just get through these credits. Continued. Special thanks. Awesome. Right, yeah, I'm gonna leave that one there then, because I am very intrigued. And again, I don't think I want any more answers until I get the actual game. So I hope you guys enjoyed that and you're as intrigued as me. I want to go down. This is exactly my kind of game where I want to go down every combination of text that I can to try and find all of the different outcomes that you can get. I didn't, for whatever reason, by the end there, I wasn't expecting a jump scare. The time when she actually was still attached to the wall, I was frightened she was going to do that. But the time that she wasn't, of course she got me. So yeah, I'm intrigued. I want to know what happens if you walk away. I want to know what happens if you just immediately kill her. Like, I want to know all the things, but that is to be seen in the future. Oh god, it's happening again. Like, look at this. There's like, she's like all sad in this bit, but then she's like creepy happy in this bit, and like her eyes are all wide in this one, like a cat when it's looking for something to play with. And then in this one she's like more deer in headlights. Very cool. Alright then, yeah, excellent. Check this out. Obviously the demo is available for anyone at the time of recording anyway, to play for yourselves. We don't have a release date or anything like that, but if you wishlist on Steam, then you will get all of the up-to-date information as it becomes available. So alright then, I hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you next time for some more Indie Showcase. Bye bye!